sense in polishing this loose subjective love that's come between us from the inside looking out. No sense in running out of things to talk about. We're used to leading on this loose subjective love. It's going on to us because I've tried to see the things through that it never seemed to change. All the things you say are building up, and I don't think that I can take it all anymore. I don't think I can take this anymore. And I'm lying on your floor, thinking things like usual. I think we're over this, over this. I got this coming from afar. With all the apps and noise, the best employees, I think we leave this where we are. Of course you wanna cut this short. Let me know if I should let this go. Let me know if I should cut this short. You wanna fall apart. You're too scared to let this go. So let me know if I should let this go. I think we're over this, over this. I got this coming from afar. With all the apps and noise, the best employees, I think we leave this where we are. She can't relate to yesterday. Turning up with nothing to gain. Anxiety is slowly setting in. Will I ever be what you need? I think over this, over this. I got this coming from afar. With all the apps and noise, the best employees, I think we leave this where we are. And now I stand on broken feet, with a distant fate of alchemy. Anything to feel at ease. What's you left is what I'll keep. Oh yeah! It's CTVRadio.
Live in the mix with Biggie.
Hey man, I feel like fucking turning on my VH1, man, and getting my shit grooving. I remember them days, man. We used to wake up early in the morning and VH1 be blaring this type of shit, and I love it. I love every aspect of it, man. Today is a special day, man. We about to have ourselves a good old time. We are in interview mode here over on CTV Radio, powered by I Want My Music. We have a special guest here today, so if you guys are in the chat, we live on a lot of platforms, man. So I hope you guys are here. If not, you can always go back and rewatch it. In case you're looking like, who is this handsome devil? My name is Biggie. I'm the host, owner, operator of CTV Radio. This is the Indie Connect. We connect artists to community. So come catch this vibe, you heard? What we're doing today is we're going to sit down with an amazing band. Y'all just heard on this intro. Their name is Wilmette, and I'm excited. I Want My Music seen them on Instagram, reached out to them and said, hey, brothers, would you guys mind sitting down and having a little conversation? And they said yes. Big reason being, though, is they're on tour right now. Hell yeah, they're on tour, man. I like a good band that's on tour. You feel me? And they are here in Minneapolis, and they'll be at the Cabooze in Minneapolis, one of the staple spots for artists of this caliber, man. And I'm glad that they're stopping through our city. We're going to be talking about why, how, when, what, all those questions that you guys may have, and even like who are these guys? We don't even know who you guys are, and it's time to get to know them. You feel me? So before we get into anything and doing anything, I need y'all to do just a little bit of work for me. You heard? We're live over on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and my favorite, don't tell nobody else, but TikTok. We live on all those platforms. Please share this out. Hit the bell notification, hit that follow button, so then that way you don't miss anything that may pop up like this. You heard? But we're partnered up with I Want My Music, one stellar platform that is advocating for independent artists and music individuality. You know, I just kind of made that phrase up, but what it means is we back all independent artists and artists alike that are forging their own avenue. They're not taking the normal path of trying to get big contract signing, but they're out here making a move on their own. And these guys are a pure example of that. So I'm excited to have a conversation with them. We have 3 gentlemen from the group that are here. We have Ben, Brompton, and Eric. They will be pulling up here in a moment. You know what I'm saying? I got them in the green room, and we're going to get into it. But before we do that, we're going to run into one more track, man. I got to listen to them. I think this shit is phenomenal. I'm not going to hold you. This is not my lane of music whatsoever. I am more so neo soul, R&B, a little bit of hip hop, maybe some some battle rap, maybe some backpack, boom bap, that kind of stuff. But this has like a little special space in my heart because I have a history of doing security in all sorts of venues. Man, I did security for Kid Rock. I've done security for the guys that did Hey Delilah, and so many other ones. So when I get into music like this, I kind of fan out because I know the intricacies to being a band. Not because I play music, just because I see how they got to set up, they got to tear down, they got to perform, they have to engage, they have to remember the notes, they got to rock out, like all that type of shit. And to me, it's like a superpower. So I feel like it's dope to get to sit down and talk to a few superheroes. You heard? So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and run this video real quick. This one is their most latest video that is out that I could find, rather, and it's called Circa 99. Again, this is Wilmette. I'm gonna be talking a little bit more with them. Make sure that you guys are sharing the live out, tapping that screen on whatever platform you're on, and also saying what up though in the chat, man. I see y'all pull up. When y'all pull up, I can see y'all. I see the chat over there. Shout out to my brother Bag Boy in the building over on TikTok. You heard? Appreciate you pulling up, King. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. You heard?
You heard it here first. Another exclusive track. Right now.
You make me feel like I'm a kid again. The neighbors screaming that the radio's too loud. I think about it every now and then. Jump in the car cause there's no way I'll turn this down. Like Circa 99. Nostalgia keeps on eating me away. I get the feeling that I'm taking my own grave. It's gone, I'm lining up. I'm reading scripts right off the teleprompter, but they're falling flat. I don't think I'll ever get old. Need to get back on track. You'll tell me how it goes. It's a little too late to let it go. All the late nights, sit back up, tell you how it goes downhill. Circa 99. I sent an email with my counselor attached. She said, do not respond back. Sucks to say that I'm misspent, and the anxiety's still killing me. They said it's all in my head. Of course it's all in my head. I've heard that. I don't think I'll ever get old. Need to get back on track. You'll tell me how it goes. It's a little too late to let it go. All the late nights, sit back, I'll tell you how it goes downhill. Tell me what's next.
I feel like I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else want to do that Guitar Hero right now?
Tell me what's next.
popping the green and blues, man. Come on. Yeah. Right, man. My man's Jason over there on TikTok said, "That's cool. That's cool, man." Them and that band Paradox is doing it. I feel it, man. So there again, amazing sound, and I'm not gonna hold you, man. I went through a whole phase of Guitar Hero. I mean, beautifully done too. I got the level 3, 4. Once we started to have adding that orange one in, and I like the pinky had to move over, it was game over for me. I just, the dexterity wasn't there. You heard? The dexterity was not there. All right. But man, it's awesome that they correlated those two together. It's one of my faves. Guys, if you're pulling up looking for your music to get heard, tonight will not be the night. We have nothing but interviews and performances. So later on, we'll be going live again to showcase performances. So make sure you guys tap in for that. But for now, if you guys are highly interested and have questions for Wilmette, please make sure you drop them in the chat. You'll be able to see them. I'll be able to see them. So then we'll go from there. We lost one member, so I'm gonna wait like a half a second before we get into it. Let me run a few. Welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying? Let's run a couple commercials to get paid for a second, and we'll be right back.
What up, dog? It's your boy, this is Dreams. And you chilling with Biggie on CTVRadio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe, you heard?
Okay, CTV Radio, I see you.
What up, though? This is Norman Sandy. You're tuned in to CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. The Indie Connect, connecting artists to community. So come catch this vibe, you heard?
Don't get it twisted.
Everybody listen all over the world.
All your favorite music is right here.
And ladies and gentlemen,
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Ari Moon, and you're chilling with Biggie on CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. You heard?
All right, we did run into some technical difficulties. We will bring the guys up though. When the other one comes, we'll just pull them right on up. We're not too phased by it. You know, technical difficulties happen in this world. But guys, thank you all for being here. I see Desark building. Big shout out to you for being here. Jason, welcome to the family. Make sure that you guys are tapping that screen. Also sharing the live. We'll highly appreciate that. And then let's get into it, man. So introducing none other than the historic building, right? They bring me nothing but historic vibes, man. Somebody in the chat, my girl Crystal, said that 7 a.m. before school video kind of music, you know what I mean? That's totally what it is to me. If you're in your 30s and 40s, you know what we're talking about, man. So none other than Wilmette, man. Welcome up. Hold on, wrong one. All right. And then all you gotta do is hit those mute buttons, fellas. Here, I'll assist you real quick. All right. Welcome, man. How y'all doing?
Oh yeah, thank you for having us.
Oh man, we're glad to have you. All right, there he is. I was gonna say, B, you having an issue? There we go. So welcome to have, man. We're excited to have you. We're excited to have a conversation with you, learn who you guys are. When I did my research, man, when I typed in Wilmette, it gave me Illinois. So I'm guessing this is the city that is in Illinois, or correct me if I'm wrong. But where is Wilmette from, and how did you guys become Wilmette?
Well, we're not from Wilmette. We'll start with that.
All right.
We're from Sleepy Hollow, Illinois, basically Chicago. Yeah, so
So
we've
far
been a
from
band since about
Chicago.
2018. What's up, Brompton?
You said it's so far from Chicago.
Yeah, if you're not from here, maybe you can just think Chicago. But if you are from here, don't say that.
Don't say, hey man, hey, look, so I'm originally from Detroit. And if somebody say I'm from, like they're from Detroit, and I'm like, whereabouts? They're like, well, I mean, more Ipsy than anything. I'm like, then you from Ypsilanti, man. You ain't from Detroit. Chill out. You know what I mean? So I get that.
Yeah, Wilmette, I think, has skate park that one of our members was chilling at a lot when the band was first starting. So I
It
think
was a
that's where that
video. It
came
was a
from.
skate.
Yeah.
It was a skate video.
Yeah.
I think
I
it was a
love it.
video that was named Wilmette.
Okay. Okay. And then y'all just branched from there. The beginnings of the group branched from there. That how long have now each one of you been a part of the group? Because it's starting to sound of kind of like hodgepodge for the most part.
A little bit. So I'll start. I was jamming with the guys before it was Wilmette for a while. And then due to some scheduling differences, like they ended up going starting Wilmette for a while, doing their thing, probably for about like 2-ish years, 3
Okay.
years. And then they had somebody leave, and they were like, "Hey Ben, you want to come back?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So came back, and here I am.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Prompt. Tell us about yourself, man. Tell us about how you got started with them.
Yeah, I used to work with a member of the band who's not in the band anymore, and one of the guitar players was leaving, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to play these shows with us?" And I was like, "For sure, I could do that." And then he was like, "Do you want to just stay?" And I was like, "Okay,
Fuck right.
sure."
Yeah.
And that was it. That was it's pretty simple.
Man, that's really simple. Eric, how about yourself? I hope it's not that simple.
I think I got the coolest invitation. These two guys and Aaron and Aiden sent me a video with like some wizard music in the background. And they added
At a
me to their
Halloween
quest
party.
line as a guitarist, which is super cool. Yeah, I've been friends with all these guys for quite a while. Ben and I played back way back in high school, in some other bands too, with one of the members. So we've all known each other for quite a while and been, playing music, goofing around. And when these guys started the band, it was awesome to see. I was like a fan from the beginning. So getting to come back and play music with, my old friends, some new friends. It's been really awesome.
I love that. I love that. So my question for you is, in the early makings of all of this, like how did switching up from so many band members like affect the core person? So Ben, it sounds like you've been the longest running member so far that's up here.
Actually, I think Brompton might be a little bit longer than me.
Okay. So Brompton, let's start with you then, since you've been here longer. How the switch up?
Everybody, I feel like everybody just has to learn the parts. You just got to
Okay.
learn the parts or write new parts. We do that too.
Okay.
Some of the songs are a little different live than they are recorded, so that's kind of fun. I think that like for the most part, like I feel like everyone who plays a stringed instrument every time, every iteration of Wilmette has been involved in writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that that's kind of why every release is a little bit different, but like still
Okay.
captures, the same essence of the band. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's nice to like not just write the same record over and over and over again. It keeps it interesting, keeps it fresh. You can try new things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work.
Sometimes they don't. Yeah. Now I'm looking at your Instagram and it says barrel aged punk rock from Chicago. Who decided to put you guys in that kind of description?
Our social media person, aka me.
Yeah, Eric, that was definitely you,
Yeah, dude,
bro.
we're old.
Right.
Probably not old as some folks, but it's feeling that way. The bones are creaking.
Facts. So, inspiration wise, as a group, where did you guys? How did you guys decide to aim the way that you're aiming? Because for older people, like you said, the older crowd, probably not super old, but like people that are in their early mid late 30s are gonna resonate with this because it does bring nostalgia to it. What made you guys aim toward that, what I call new nostalgia, right? Because you guys are still relatively new to the scene. However, you've been doing it for a while, but your music sounds nostalgic. What made you aim towards that style of music?
I'm just old, bro.
I think we all like grew up on that. Obviously, grew up on that kind of music, going to Warp Tour, going to Riot Fest, and like some of those bands really stuck with us. And like people tell us, like, oh yeah, we're in the same kind of. I don't know. I listen to you guys. I listen to Knuckle Puck. I listen to you guys, like that kind of thing. That's who we love. That's who really inspires us. Those kind of like really heavy hitting punk bands from earlier in the scene there.
Man, that is the dope part. Because some of these songs, man, I'm thinking I can play guitar at this point. Y'all make it sound that easy, but it obviously I know it's not, right? Like it's, if you don't know or haven't played, it's not gonna come across that way. But one thing is that you guys showcase a lot of fun activity, man. I was looking through your social media, some of the videos, and you guys have such a ball producing such great content. Tell us about the dynamic of having like that real business aspect, because at the end of the day, you still have to make this a business, right? Because you guys are on tour. That just doesn't happen compared to the fun aspect when it gets to the performing part.
I hate having to be a content creator. I wish that I could just play music. It's my least favorite part.
Facts.
To be 100% real. Like, I'm lucky that like Eric and Ben totally have like content brain, and so I just ride their coattails. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'd say like the goofing around is what comes easy, which is awesome. I mean, owe a lot to like a bunch of other bands, and Brompton, honestly. Like, shout out to him, just his experience in the scene, and with his other band, Action Adventure. Like, just learning how you should set up shows, like how you should represent yourself to, folks, whether it's other artists, fans, venues, and everything like that, has also made at least like my learning curve whenever I'm like booking shows. These last couple months, like a lot easier. So I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I like to think about the balance.
I mean, I would say we have
really
some
cool
really.
friends.
Oh, sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was going to say, I was going to add that we also have some really talented, marketing, social media, video, photo people that help us out a lot of the time, and that actually has been helping us out over the past couple of years. We've been playing more shows, been doing more, merch and stuff, and kind of building more of a brand at the same time. We do love to goof around. Wilmette is a band that goofs around a lot, and we like to show that, especially on our like TikTok. If you ever seen that, like you played that video Circa 99. We sat in my basement for like a couple of days tabbing that out on Clone Hero, and you can actually go play that if you want. That's
awesome.
Somewhere on our socials, you can find the link somewhere, or I could just send it to you. But yeah, that was a cool thing we did. We did a little. Hey, if you can 100% this, you can get a free ticket to our show.
See, that's good marketing, man. At the end of the day, you find little sweet pockets like that to market yourself and not only brand yourself, but build not longevity. I don't want to use the word longevity, but that is in there. But you're building a connection to your consumers, right? The people that are consuming the content, because one, I get to play the song that I like. Obviously, you don't have an array of songs, but that one for sure, I could play this song on Guitar Hero. But again, if I get a free ticket to see you guys. Quick question: is this full time for you guys, or do we still have professional jobs?
We work for the man. unfortunately.
Yeah, these full day jobs. I wish it was full time.
I was gonna say no. That's the next question. Was do you guys wish that it could be full time?
Of course.
Absolutely. This is all I want
Absolutely.
to
I already
do.
live the gas station life, so getting to do it for me would be awesome.
That part. Now, when it comes to traveling and being on tour, I'm guessing your the man jobs are a little lenient. We're putting in PTO to make up the difference.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Bronson and I both work remote, so
Yeah,
we're
I actually work pretty much every day, like my regular schedule.
sure.
Sometimes I take like an extended lunch or something if we have to like load in and set us or whatever. But for the most part, yeah, I just work my job like normal and clock out and then rip the gig.
That part. Okay. Now, speaking to other independent artists slash bands, how you guys juggle it? Starting with Brompton, how do you juggle the full time joint? I know you kind of briefly spoke into it about it. Yeah, I take an extended lunch, yada yada. But like, how are you juggling the workload and being a part of the band?
I don't even know, dude. Like, it just kind of, my life is like a big game of Tetris.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, everything, like, I got the calendar and alerts and everything just keeping me on schedule for things, between this band, my other band, work, making sure that I don't have conflicts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Super lucky that my bandmates are really like understanding when I can't do things or when have to like miss practices or
Sure enough.
something like that. And you kind of just all have to support each other, and just be there for each other because it's hard, man. But you got to do it because like we said, this is what we want to do, and it's like all this is all I want to do. This is what I'm working towards. So you
I
just kind of
love
gotta
that.
do it.
And the passion is there. Ben, how about yourself?
I probably have it the easiest. Outside of the band, I have a really like generous job that they're really cool when I need to take time off. So I can usually do that. If I need to work on the road, I can. But I'm an engineer, so sometimes it's really hard to like work while we're driving because yeah, just design work is really precise, and the mouse goes all over the place in the van and
I
kind of a
see.
mess. But yeah, no, I'm pretty lucky. I have a really sweet job that helps me out.
I love it. I love it. Eric, what's the juggle look like for you?
For me, I do a lot of travel for work, like locally, nothing overnight, but yeah, I mean, just having like understanding people in your life helps. Thankfully, like I'm able to, um, make my job schedule work for band stuff and everything. And then yeah, shout out to the guys and for everybody for being flexible. Shout out to our partners too for putting up with all of our nonsense. That
Tight
also
shit.
makes
Tight
it,
shit. Yeah, yeah.
and they help
So,
out a ton with the band too, whether it's like doing photos, merch, just like general support. So
gotcha.
it's tough, but yeah, if it's for something that you love with people that you like, it's definitely worth it. And find a man.
Man, they get to see you shine, brother. They get to see you guys up there doing your thing when the show's over and the crowd's going crazy. Like those are the things that you play for. You're doing it for. So, but also to get your artist or the artist side of you out as well. Now, what's the furthest length, like the furthest destination that you guys had to or performed at?
Brompton, I think you did some East Coast shows with them, right?
Yeah, I mean, like oh man, what's the furthest we've done to that? Furthest we've done to that was probably it
I think
was like
Minneapolis would be the furthest for
it
me.
was right before COVID. Right before COVID, they did like some East Coast stuff.
Okay.
Um, which is funny because I was in the band, but I actually didn't go on that tour because I was on tour with my other band. Um,
Double booked.
but yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, they definitely did some East Coast stuff. I think furthest I'll have gone with Wilmette would probably be Minneapolis on Friday, which
Okay.
is that's a cool 7 hours away. That's kind of nice.
Hey, I was about. That's the thing that we about the conversation I'm leading into. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm guessing everyone's in the Illinois area. So you're crossing through Wisconsin. Are you guys teaming with other groups or other bands that are across that travel, or is every band here?
Glory Days is our buddies from here. They're like some of our friends from high school. So they're still out here, but all the other bands that are joining us are all going to be like local to those cities. So Minneapolis is Daisy Cutter, Neighbor Dog, Cause for Concern. I've come across them like here and there over the last few months, and I love all of them. So yeah, super stoked to meet them for the first time once we get out there.
Awesome. Now, how did you land this? Like, who was the person that reached out to whom and made it possible for you guys to come to Minneapolis?
It was Eric. Shout out, Eric. You did it.
Yeah, I'm
It was all
trying to
you, bro. It
think.
was all you.
Thank you. Yeah, a couple of doors have been just like falling into place on Instagram, like DMs. Glory Days has done some weekenders before, so they were like, "Yo, let's just pick a pair of cities. It'll link up real well for work, not too far." And yeah, all the venues have been awesome so far. So super pumped.
Gotcha. Now I'm gonna tell you, man, Cabooze is a spot, man. It's probably one of my favorite spots here in Minneapolis. Before the new ownership, it was a very grungy, motorcycle-y type of a bar. They haven't switched too far from it. But it just gives that, like, this music is perfect for that setting and that scenery. Speaking to moving and going into new cities like Minneapolis, because it's starting to sound like this is your first time coming here. How do you gauge where you know your audience is at? Like, are you sure that like this is an audience for you, or are you going to be piggybacking off of the people that's already co-lining with you?
So the thing about playing out of town is like you can look at like Spotify or Apple Music analytics all you want, but you don't really know, you know? So the name of the game is to kind of just get yourself out there and get the music in front of more people. And
Yes,
and
yes.
that's like, that's part of the fun. Like my job is to make them like us. I'm putting on a performance that like if you don't like my band, like it's fine if we're not your cup of tea, but like if you like our genre of music and you don't like us, then we probably didn't do a good job. Like that's our job. You know what I'm saying?
That's your
So
job, is
like
to convert people, make them go,
it
I do
is.
like them. Yeah. So
It
at the
is.
end of the
So
day, you getting them to buy merch, you getting them to download your songs, Shazam the shit. What is this? Who is this? And have them become a lifelong fan of yours. When you guys are performing the set list, is it all songs? Are we doing covers? Are you showing artistry? Or are you like, I want you to love all new music from us or all of our catalog?
I think it's like how many of our favorites can we fit in there?
yeah, I think we
Yeah.
just pick the songs that we like playing the best, and however long the set is, we just kind of play them in order of importance
Gotcha.
to us.
Gotcha. So it's all y'all music. You won't do any covers or anything like that.
We do have a couple years ago, year 3000, right? And then we just dropped a new Fall Out Boy cover. 20
I don't
years
think
of one of the Cork Tree tribute to them and just the influence of that album. So that's on Bandcamp right now. We're gonna sneak that into the set list here in the next couple of months.
Gotcha. All right. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to run into a song of yours. When I was listening through some of the songs, I fell in love with one of these ones, man. So I want to play this one. To all my people that's in the building, I want to give a big shout out to everyone over on TikTok, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We have Wilmette here, 3 members of the band. How many are in the band? Exactly.
it was 5 of us.
5. So we have 3 of the 5 chilling with us tonight. Guys, they will be performing here in Minneapolis at the Cabooze with a plethora of other amazing bands. So if you guys are in the area and you want to grab a ticket, go to their Instagram. It is Wilmette, Wimettee. Hit the link in the bio, and then you will be able to get a ticket if you are in the Minneapolis area. We're going to run into a song. It's called Rancho Cucamonga. I just love the West Coast, and I've always, wanted to go to Rancho Cucamonga. There's no particular reason. There's nothing there. I like the name, and I want to say that I went there. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Next Friday, too, and shit went down in Rancho Cucamonga. You know what I'm saying? No more locked doors type shit. You heard? But we about to get into this one, man. I hope you guys love it. If you are in the chat with us and you rocking with us, let us know how you feel about it. 1, if you like it. 2, if you don't. 3, if you are on the fence. We calling it Bonfire. And we about to get into this exclusive here on CTV Radio. Come catch this vibe, you heard?
This is TikTok Live, and you are live with CTV Radio. Come catch this vibe.
Pull up this song, no, pull up this song, no, pull up this song, no,
Instead of tearing this apart.
This is Dim Atlas. You're now tuned to CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station on TikTok and in the Midwest. Come catch this vibe. Peace.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Fire music. Corey over on TikTok said, I'm getting some serious nostalgic vibes. I love it, man. Hey, so here in Minneapolis, we have an organization called Cup, Twin Cities United Performers, and they unite for the unionship of performers to make sure that they get exactly what they deserve when booking performances at venues. can you talk to us about some of your one of your worst experiences when it comes to either a booking at a venue, maybe not receiving your stipend at that venue, green room, whatever that may look like? Can you talk to one of your worst moments? And then on the flip note, we're going to get to one of your most positive moments.
Brompton, you gotta have something.
Got our name on in the green room.
Just by sheer numbers.
Honestly, like I'm a pretty simple man. As long as like I have a place to just put my things like out of the way, away from people, like away from the general public, like I'm pretty fine with that. And like a safe place to park the vehicle that we come in. That is pretty much it.
Yes.
Gotcha. So safe spot,
That's
put
like
my
super
stuff.
real.
Other than that, we're pretty good to go.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because I know when working with this organization, I spoke to some of the performers, and they were talking to the point of they didn't get paid for the show. The guy had the owner or the venue only gave them a portion of it. They didn't tell them where to park their venue or park their vehicles, what time the sets were, like stuff like that. So I was just wondering, in other cities, are artists running into those same type of issues?
There was one time in Berkeley, my other band, where we had to park our van and trailer a mile and a half away from the venue in a random gravel lot. And we were like, dude, what?
Don't come back to
We're like,
nothing,
what?
man.
It
Now,
was like a 40-minute walk, so we just ended up having to Uber back and forth from it.
jeez,
Yeah,
that's
it was
insane.
It was pretty rough.
Man, real quick.
Now, Ben, what are some of the highlights? Is there a place that you went and then you're like, man, anytime I'm back in this city or even at home, I'm here. This is where I'm always going to come.
Yeah, honestly, we get pretty good reception out here in Chicago, and I like playing here. We know a lot of the venues pretty well. We've been having a lot of fun out in Indiana. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of fun out in Minneapolis. If things go well, we'll come out by you guys again.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Ohio's got throws some sweet shows too. So we're trying to get around. We're trying to go down south. We're trying to go out east again, maybe out west.
Gotcha. Eric, how long have you been performing? Not only with this band, but just in general.
On and off. I'd say like all throughout high school, and then here the last couple of years, especially my other band, Ghoul for a Goblin. I probably like 8-10 years, but all scattered. I'd say right now, I had great experiences at all venues. Shout out Platypus because they have awesome popcorn chicken and Brussels sprouts.
That was good.
They treated us well.
I remember that. That was awesome. That
They're in
was cool.
St. Louis, so
Yeah, St. Louis. Which is like St. Louis is notorious for people getting their vans broken into. So I'm glad that we didn't have that experience there. That was cool. We parked like right across from the venue. Like you could see the van out the window that we were playing in front of. So like that was cool. I love that.
Oh man, I love it. Now, tell me if you have some of your favorite cards like that you've been on with particular bands. Like who was one of your favorite lineups that you've been a part of?
Lay low, dude. Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Those are awesome.
Yeah,
Lay low.
They're a band that plays songs about big trucks.
Oh, now that's pretty cool. Now that's a whole new demographic for you right there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Have we done any festivals yet? Like, have you guys branched off into a festival, big events of that nature?
Definitely getting there.
Okay.
We have one coming up next month, June 28th. It's in Chicago at the Beat Kitchen, another awesome venue called Bummer Summer Fest. Got a bunch of local bands and then some that are from out of state, like 95 Corolla. They're from Tennessee coming through. we also got a couple members around as well, and that's thrown by our homies. So super excited to be on that. But yeah, definitely making our way, sending out some feelers to fests and
Okay.
some new music. Would love to for sure.
Now, big question here. Just thought of it as you were talking because it's kind of cool in my head when I said it. All right. If we had to spin a wheel of tour with your favorite artist or band, headline a festival, or you be the headline and get two underliners for you, like which one would you guys pick out of the three, right? And then when you pick, we'll walk it down. All right. Who would you want to?
Are you saying that you headline a package and there's two support bands and it's like a whole tour?
That's what that third one would be. Correct.
Got it. Okay, I understand the question there.
Yep.
With other bands,
I'm gonna just go out on a limb here. Personally, thinking about this logistics wise, if we're headlining a large festival, we've made it. So that's the one that I'm gonna go with.
I make it.
Like,
if y'all hit Lollapalooza, y'all, it's up from there. Facts.
Right.
It's true.
Gotcha. All right, guys.
Maybe
I might have to.
Go ahead.
I might have to fangirl. I think I would get to play with my favorite bands.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay.
I don't know who it would be though.
You've been on.
Guys, I'm trying to succeed at this here, okay?
Which is good. That's why we pay the big bucks.
That part, they pay the big bucks. I mean, either way, you get paid out, man. I figured the best way to get paid out. So Eric said he's not too sure who that favorite band would be. Too many out there. Ben, how about yourself? Do you have a band in mind?
So a while ago, we toured with a band called Chief State, and we had a ton of fun with them. They were awesome, and they went so hard live. I was like really impressed by them. But the thing is, our tour got cut a little short, and I think that we could do really well having a comeback with them or a redemption tour. You know, I think that'd be super sick. Those guys were awesome. I'd love to tour with them again. And yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm not like, oh, let's headline a festival right now. I'm like, let's go on some fun tours with some fun bands. Maybe that's just how I'm feeling though.
Sure enough. That makes sense. Hey, look, I'm with him though. Like, put me in a festival, man. It's a wrap, you know, because you get
to clarify, if we're headlining the festival, we've obviously made it to some point. You know what I'm saying? If we're taking that out of the equation and we're like talking about like as is right now, I definitely would rather go on tour with some bands that we love and get along with really well and just have a bunch of fun.
Facts. Now, do you guys find, and obviously I do know the answer, and I think most people know the answer, because you said the last statement you made, Brompton, was that we get along with. Have you gotten into a space where you are on tour and you're not getting along with a particular band? How does that like work? Do you guys cut it short, talk it out like men or women, or like how does that work?
I've been lucky enough to pretty much get along with, you know, everyone I've pretty much ever been on tour with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there have been small things, and you just kind of, you know, everybody's human, so you just got to be adults, you know.
Facts.
And I mean, at the end of the day, you're not there to interact with them; you're there to perform.
Yeah.
And you know, you can stay in your green room or your van or wherever, and I can stay in my green room or my van or wherever. We don't really have to interact if it's not cool. But I mean, luckily, you know, everyone that I've had the pleasure of touring with it's been a pleasure, and everybody's awesome. I've made a lot of really cool friends, like lifelong friends now. So it's, you know, it's pretty cool. And at the end of the day, we're all the same person trying to do the same thing. We all have like so much in common that it's crazy when you don't get along with somebody because you're like, what is wrong with you? Why are you being weird? Like all the rest of us are normal, you know?
Facts.
I
I
mean,
love
for
it.
me, it's these guys. I never get along with them, so that's a tough part. I don't know. We're still working it out.
Sort it out somehow.
You be quiet. You be quiet, Eric.
Random question. Writers. Like, so if you have a writer, what's going on there, man? What are some of the things, or one of the things that you guys need before the show? Like, that's a must. I know water, all that kind of stuff, but what's the odd thing that's like, okay, I need this. I'm sorry, guys. I don't feel right if I perform without it. Let's start.
Uh, Ben and Eric, you guys go. I want to know because we've never talked about this.
Yeah.
I want to know
Eric
what
and
you
I,
guys have to say because I know what mine is because it's on my other rider.
Right now, where we're at, as long as we get a door deal and no merch cut, I'm happy. But if
She
I
said, I'm
had
keeping it business in. Let's go.
yeah.
have my way, I'd have to say like I need a case of Arnold Palmer because I'm that guy, and maybe just like a good burger.
Sure enough. Sure
Be
enough.
set. I would be set. Single man.
Yeah, some good food, definitely. Eric and I, as long as I can remember us playing shows together, probably since we were like 16, we've always done some dumb ritual before the show just to make us feel a little more stupid so that when we get on stage, we feel a little less ridiculous, you know? Never
Facts.
going to tell you what it is, but that's that's something we've always done.
I rock with it. I rock with it. Brompton, what's yours?
So uh, I do a lot of touring in my other band, and we do a lot of like full US tours. And low key, Liquid IV is awesome because you get a lot of electrolytes and stuff. So Liquid IV is on a rider. Uncrustables are on our rider. Lots of protein. You can eat it really fast
Uncrustables. Nice.
before the set. And then also we love like eating cheese trays, like the
Mm,
little like the cracker, the little discs of salami, and like the little cubes of cheese.
facts.
Mhm.
I feel
I mean,
I
like
feel
beer
like
and
your
water.
I feel like your writer's more of like a hangover cure. You know what I mean? That's just me. That's just me.
My writer is like, oh shit, we've been out here for like 3.5 weeks, and I'm dehydrated, and I feel like
Facts.
shit because we all keep getting each other sick in like this weird cycle. One person
Mm,
gets sick, and the next person gets sick, and then the next person gets sick, and so we're trying to like break the cycle of sickness. And
mm.
that's what my writer is.
I love it, man. Hey, so we're about close towards the end of this interview, man. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I'm having such a ball. I probably could do another 2 hours of just asking questions, man. But I don't want to take too much more of your time. Plus, also, I got to get myself ready as well. But I will finish up on this and ask these questions here to kind of close us out. What are some of the things that you guys are excited for, starting with just this initial tour that you're currently on, especially coming to Minneapolis, and then also the surrounding cities that are on your way here, or on your way out? What are some of the things you guys are excited for?
For me, it's the bands. Sure, like I'm just a fangirl, so like I could see if I could name them all. I mean, Minneapolis, Daisy Cutter, Cause for Concern, and Neighbor Dog. Like all those guys rip. Um, Cause for Concern is like old school classic rock, and they shred hard. So I'm excited to
Mhm.
see them and open up some pits here and there. Uh,
Nice.
but yeah, I don't really know like what's going on in the cities. So if there's anything we should do or see in Minneapolis, definitely let us know. We're down for something crazy. Hit us up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ben, how about yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just took a bite.
Oh wow.
Shout out my girlfriend. She just cooked me this awesome pasta sausage. Oh my god, this is delicious. Um, I'm excited to play some cities we haven't played before. That's gonna be sick. I love seeing some new faces. I hope they like us. I hope they want us back.
Oh man, awesome. And then how about yourself, Brompton?
I think I'm just pumped to hang out with my friends. and play music. That's like the best part about it, you know?
That's a win right there, man.
We all have like jobs. So like we don't get to hang out like we used to just get to hang out and stuff,
Hmm.
you know? It's like when we get to do runs, it's like, oh, I get to see you for like X amount of days straight. It's
Hmm.
kind of cool.
You
You
get
know,
to
it's
cuddle.
like,
Crazy.
yeah. Hmm.
I like, man, that is a good feeling. Cause I'm like that when I finally get to hang out with my homeboy. It's like, damn, dog, I ain't seen you in a minute, man. You know what I mean? Good laughs, chuckling from the belly because of some dumb stuff they didn't say or did. Like it's definitely a good feeling. But then also to do the art, right? You guys get to be creatives in that space. And create intimate moments, right? Like it doesn't have to just all be fun and games, but it's like you guys are sharing this experience all together. So I like that. I love what you're saying there. Second to last question before we get up out of here. You guys obviously been through tons of different experiences, trials and tribulations. Let's say that there's someone watching or will watch that is just kind of starting out, either playing an instrument, getting together as a band, or trying to find band members. Ben, starting with Ben and then kind of going Eric and then Brompton. What would you give to that individual that's starting out, that young you?
Um, I'd say don't lose your love for it and don't give up. Those two things, just keep doing it like forever if you have to, because you'll have some good times, you'll have some rough times, you'll have some bad times, but you will have some good times, and you will meet some good people, and you will be a part of some good groups, and you might get to tour, you might get to play some really big shows. I've gotten to do things in the past couple years I never thought I'd get to do, and it's really cool, and it's only because I kept going. So, yeah.
Eric.
Um, Tons. I'd say like, I mean, living in the time we do now, there's all the flexibility. Like, if you are somebody who's just in it for creating music for yourself, you can learn, a recording software and just make music for you. If you want to, lean more into live performances, you could do stuff solo with backing tracks. You could get together with your friends. So I guess kind of along Ben's lines, like, yeah, don't feel like you're, I guess, pigeonholed into one lane. Like if your friends are all in bands or if your friends are all kind of uploading stuff to SoundCloud, like find your own lane, experiment with different stuff, ask around, watch YouTube videos. Um, and yeah, just find a bunch of ways to experiment with your creativity. And I think, a lot of stuff kind of falls into place from there.
All right. B, yourself?
Yeah, I think the most important thing, like they both said, is to keep going. Um, it's very rare that like you pick something up and you start doing something and you're immediately good at it.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably gonna suck really, really hard, like real bad, real bad. Like you want to start playing guitar, you're gonna suck real bad, and then you're gonna get over that initial hump, and you're gonna be able to start doing things. You're gonna be able to start playing songs, and you're gonna do things that like sound like music, and you're gonna be like, oh man, this is so cool. And then at that point, never forget the feeling and just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's honestly just keep going in whatever capacity you can manage, because a creative outlet is something that like not everybody has, and it's really cool. And it's like just honestly, it's like the coolest thing in the world to be able to do this with like, four of my closest friends.
All right.
And yeah, we're just all really lucky to be here.
Ah, man, I love it. Now, question, not part of the last question, but does everybody contribute to the writing of the songs, or is it like more one, two type of a deal?
I think we're in the process of, yeah, kind of reorganizing how we write. This will be our first time, I think, this iteration writing together. So where we're at, we've been tossing around ideas. We'll try and get together and suss stuff out, or we'll work on some stuff individually. You guys might be able to speak a little bit more towards that. But I'm excited to see, what we come up with together. I think we all mesh really well, and we're supportive of like each other's ideas. We talk a lot of vision too, and like all the same stuff. So,
all right, I like. So,
you nailed it, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
Now, looking at your DSPs, I think the latest album or EP that came out was in 2023. What's next for Wilmette? Like, I know we're on tour. I know what Eric just said, but how soon can anyone that is just finding out about you, love what they hear, how soon can they get something new from you?
You go first.
I mean, I don't know. I would like to say if we, kind of just let it happen organically, like maybe early 2026.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think by the end of the year. We just dropped, our cover of the Fall Out Boy song. This label in Chicago, Righteous Anger Records. Shout out to them. They pulled a bunch of artists together for a compilation. All the proceeds go towards Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. So that's super cool. That's on Bandcamp right now. It's in the link in our bio on all of our socials. So you can go stream that. Just dropped that last week. And shout out to Griffin Googie, one of our close friends, a former guitarist of the band. He helped us produce and mix it too. So not quite new music, but yeah, we're definitely getting there.
We are cooking. We are in the kitchen and we are cooking. Don't you worry.
I love it. They're going to find you. All right. So to everybody out there, y'all heard it here, man. They said they're in the kitchen. So if you enjoy this, what I would call new nostalgic, go tap in with Wilmette. Follow them on all platforms at WILMETTE. You'll be able to also see where else they are going after Minneapolis. So they are currently on tour, so we're excited about that. Fellas, is there anything that you guys want to leave on the floor before we get up out of here?
Yeah, shout out to some of the people who've helped us out over the past couple years. Shout out Griffin Googie, shout out Kelly Chromatic, shout out Sophie Mandelli. Anybody else you guys want to throw out there? Supporters?
Seth, definitely helped us with production. Peyton Day, former bassist too, helped with the tongue running. All of our friends who come out and everything. We got a lot of recurring fans in different cities. Louisville is always a great spot. And we got some homies that have moved out to Minneapolis that we'll see this weekend. So Minneapolis Friday, Madison, Wisconsin Saturday, Milwaukee Sunday, and then check our page for more shows and news. We'll keep you guys posted.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, friend. I appreciate you guys. It's been a pleasure. Brompton, before we get out of here, anything from you, man?
They got it.
All right, guys. I'm going to close this up. Don't go anywhere, man. I just want to talk to you like a brief second on once we wrap everything up, and then we'll be done with it, man. So just hold on. I'm about to switch scenes, and I'll be right back.
Son, where'd you find this?
Hey, yo, here it is, man. Y'all got it first.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shout out to Wilmette, man. They killed it. I'm not gonna hold you, man. If you guys really want to go grab some more of their music, go ahead and take a listen to it. It's on all digital streaming platforms. You can grab all the previous stuff, but like my man Eric said, man, go over to Bandcamp, grab that new joint that's out. What I love best is that they're pushing the Bandcamp. If you guys know anything about it, that's really where you buy the music, right? It's at a cost. We ain't talking streaming, cuz we ain't worried about them streams. We worry about the actual cost of things. You heard? So go support the best way you can by grabbing that track. But if you in Minneapolis, go turn up with them this Friday at the Cabooze. It's going down. They have some other great bands that will be there as well. So if you're into any of this type of music, whether it is punk, whether it is, I think he said, classic rock style, and a few other styles, man, you're going to be in for a treat. So pull up on Friday night. Doors open at 7. If you want to grab a ticket, hit the link in the bio is where you can grab it. Guys, we will be going live tonight again, so don't you worry, you'll be able to see my pretty face again, baby. But we'll be pulling up over at Acadia, downtown Minneapolis, where we'll be doing a artist spotlight, more so showcase, open mic style. So if you guys are into live venue, open mic, showcase, independent artists, hip hop, R&B, tonight would be the night that you pull up. It's Taco Tuesday with my brother Cam Jones. So I'll be seeing y'all in about a good 2-3 hours. All right. Now, if you guys missed everything, that's okay. Don't fret, my friend. Head on over to YouTube. Please make sure y'all follow me. All right? I can see who follow me. You know that, right? I get the emails when you hit the follow button. Subscribe, you know what I mean? But go ahead and follow us over at CTV Radio LLC. Again, CTV Radio LLC. You get to run this back, find out some dope information about Wilmette, and then obviously, you know, whatever we got going on in the future. So that means you have to hit the bell notification. All right. Before we get out of here, always leave y'all with this, man. Continue to be your absolute best, because being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When you do all three of those, you're in your alpha state. Stay primal and get after it. Last but not least, protect your peace and drink water. Protect your peace and drink water. Like my big brother TJ will always say, whatever you do, make sure you do it big. We out. I catch y'all in the moment, man. Peace.
Oh yeah! It's CTV Radio live in the mix with Biggie.